So hi, I'm Beanie Farrimond, the HR Trainer Assessor at Gloucester College, and I'm absolutely delighted to be catching up with Alex today from Rappor, who's just completed Level 5 People Professional Apprenticeship. And first of all, congratulations
Thank you very much.
on achieving distinction.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. How are you feeling?
I feel really proud to have got a really good mark, and I guess a little bit of relief that it's completed. It's been hard work to do it, but immensely satisfying, and has just given me such a lot of knowledge and skills that I'm using every day. So it's just been
great.
Yeah, it's been really good.
Oh, that's so good to hear. And you've had a lot going on here at Rappor since I last saw you. So you've moved offices. How are things going here?
Yeah, really good, thank you. Yeah, I mean, when I started the apprenticeship, so it was 2 years ago, I guess we were about 50 people maybe, and we're now going to nudge up to about 90 people. So we've had lots going on. We've moved our main office in Cheltenham. In the time that we've been running the Apprentice, we've started new offices in Manchester and Cambridge and London. So we've had lots of big growth going on, lots of people stuff. Recruited another person into the HR team, an HR assistant. So it's been, and the HR apprenticeship through all of that has just been a really good support. I think what's great about the apprenticeship in particular, as a route to doing the Level 5 CIPD qualification, is that it provides a cohort of people that you're doing it with, that you're meeting in person. There are so many other routes to the qualification, online only or online with the occasional meetup, and they sound great, I think, in the first instance, because you think, oh, I can do this under my own pace, and actually the bit about the apprenticeship that I valued the most was the regular meetups, the cohort of people doing it with me, hearing their experiences, getting their help on assignments and that kind of thing, being sort of held accountable to doing all of that stuff. So that's been just a great support through everything else that's been going on in the business at the same time.
That's great, and and that resonates with a lot of feedback we get from learners. So it's really, really good to hear. Yeah. But before I met you, when you came as the Level 5, but you'd also done the Level 3.
I did do a Level 3 at Gloucester College as well, the reason that I keep coming I've chosen the apprenticeship to do both routes is that thing about the support, and it's also Beanie, it's in large part down to you as well as a tutor that you spend actual classroom time with. It's not just on a screen. It's you just get all that intangible support before the session starts, after the session ends, just being able to ask the occasional question, I've got this going on, what do you think we could do about it? It's just, that's just been a great part of it.
That's great. That's good to hear. But it wasn't all plain sailing.
No.
Nothing in life is.
No.
And there were certainly different challenges that you faced throughout the programme.
Yeah.
Could you just reflect a little bit on?
Yeah, so I mean, the challenges all came, as I've described, from there just being so much going on at work and trying to find that time to really give to the qualification as well. And I think, on an online version of this qualification, it would have been so easy to let it slip or stop, thinking I'd come back to it or whatever. But again, it's this thing about accountability. The apprenticeship kind of keeps you on track. The support from you keeps you on track. And also having the employer as the third part of the triangle. It's about the learner, the learning provider, and the employer supporting the whole endeavour. And so having the employer as such a key part of it means that there's just more accountability to get it done, more support to get it done, and so you're more likely to get success at the end of it.
That partnership's been really important, and I can see that's been a great success. How has Rappor supported you in that journey?
I think the main support comes from a very supportive line manager. You know, we are it's part of our culture at Rappor that we want very supportive line managers. A key part of well-being at work is having a great line manager, and that's something we really want to support at Rappor. And yeah, I'm blessed with a very supportive line manager, and yeah, he's just been kind of kept on my case basically. You know, yeah, give me the hand around the shoulder when it's been needed, give me the kick up the backside when that's been needed, and yeah, and that's a massive part of it.
Yes.
But again, I think the structure of the apprenticeship kind of forces the employer to do that a little bit. I think if it's another route, the employer hasn't got so much skin in the game. Whereas, you know, doing the apprenticeship, the employer puts a signature on the line to say that they will support the apprentice to complete this, that they will, in part by ring fencing 20% of the apprentice's time to spend on the course, which, you know, is a big commitment from an employer. And it's all too easy to think if the learner is doing the course through an online provider, that they'll do it in their own time, and that's not going to get the best out of that person if they are really struggling with doing a lot of work outside of their day job. The apprenticeship structure, having that 20% of time to dedicate to it, ring fenced, is just, yeah, it's so important to make sure that you are doing it to get the best value out of it. It's not just ticking a box. It's really taking the learning and embedding it, having the opportunity to embed it in what you do day to day. So then the business really feels the benefit of what the learner is getting from the course as well.
Yes, yeah, that's so important.
Yeah.
And how do you think Rappor has benefited from you doing an apprenticeship?
I think probably it's the business will always kind of look at bottom line benefits first.
Yes.
So in part, you know, it's been very helpful to, I guess, build my credibility in the business, and HR advice that I can give is, you know, it's easier to rely on it, I guess, rather than worry about potentially incurring costs and getting third-party opinions. So yeah, I think that's probably the bottom line cost. And then other benefits are just around, I guess it is part of my own personal growth. You know, if I'm doing well personally, then the role is getting done well, and everybody else benefit. You know, in a people function, lots of people benefit from that as well. And yeah, and it's enabled, you know, growth in our team. Like I say, I've recruited an HR assistant, and that means that we get better at all the processes that we're doing, and hopefully, yeah, everybody feels the benefit of that. And so when we have busy times, so we've got 11 new starters this month, which for a company of our size is quite a lot. It's just
very significant.
Yeah, we're just that bit more on it.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good. It's really great to hear all that. So what would you say then to employers who maybe haven't had experience with apprenticeships? What would you?
I would say that apprenticeships are a really, really good route for any kind of qualification. So in HR in particular, one, it's very cost effective. So because of the government support financially, it's just a very cost effective route to doing it. There's the time element that needs to be put in and allowing the learner to spend 20% of their time doing the coursework. But financially, it's so cost effective in compared to a lot of other routes. So that's a really important consideration. But also I think in terms of like for our other apprentices in the business that are doing you know, other civil engineering and transport planning apprenticeships, the route is just amazing at giving the support. It's that thing about the triangle between learning provider, learner and employer. It just means that there is that much more support for the individual, and therefore they're much more likely to complete it. And that's ultimately what everybody's trying to achieve, is successful completion. And yeah, I think that's what an apprenticeship is much more geared up to doing than any other route.
Yeah. Oh, great. It's so good to hear. And so I just want to really say thank you so much for your time today, but also everything you brought to the course, because you talk about that triangle, all the learners say it's you get out what you put into something.
Yeah.
And you've definitely done that on the programme.
Thank
And I'm
you.
delighted that you'll get to come back to Gloucester Cathedral for the ceremony in November to receive your award.
I'm really excited about that. In fact, it is now 20 years since I graduated from university. So to come back and have that graduation ceremony all over again is a really nice thing. I'm really looking forward to it. I think I'll appreciate it much more this time around than I did last time around. I think that's an important thing to say about the apprenticeship as well, is that it's a really good route for people who are mid-career. It's not just for people who are early careers. I started the apprenticeship as well as I'd already worked at Rappor for 3 years when I started the apprenticeship. I wasn't recruited as an apprentice, but we decided that the apprenticeship was the best route to do the qualification. So and now I get to come to Cathedral and throw my mortarboard in the air.
Yes. Oh, it's great. Oh, it's been lovely to have some time with you. Thank you very much for inviting me back.
You're very welcome.
A big thank you to Rappor for their support of you through the programme, which has been amazing. But thank you for this time, and I'll definitely be inviting you back to chat to students in the future.
Yeah, I would love that.
And every success for your future. Congratulations.
Thank you, Beanie.